we're visiting Carolyn, a lady with a very special story and a cute little puppy called Bundee. So Carolyn, can you tell us about Bundee's story?
Sure. Bundee belonged to my neighbour who lived across the road, and when the parents had puppies, unfortunately 3 of them were eaten. So they whipped the other 3 away very quickly, took them to the vet, they were fine, and my neighbour decided that he was going to have a go at hand rearing them. So he spent the first week working really hard, day and night, looking after the puppies, and by the end of the first week he was so tired he asked me if I'd give him a hand. So I said, I'll look after the puppies during the day and he can look after them at night, and we went from there.
So how did you feed them?
In the beginning they had to feed them with a syringe, which was really tiny, and that was really difficult to do. So by the time they were just over a week old, we switched them onto a bottle, exactly the same as you would with a normal human baby.
Yeah.
And they were drinking milk, which is, you can get it from a pet store. It's designed for dogs.
Yeah.
It's just powder, you mix with water, and then you feed them that. And they stayed on the milk for about 4 weeks.
Oh, wow. So how often did you have to feed them?
In the beginning, every 2 hours.
2 hours.
Every 2 hours, day and night.
And how old were they when you started to train them?
Training starts right from when they're first born. The moment
Yeah.
they can start to hear things and they can start to see things, but they don't open their eyes till they're about 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
And their eyes don't open all on one day. It takes probably 3 or 4 days before their eyes are completely open.
Yeah.
But they're always learning right from when they're first born. I mean, we had Bundee sitting at 3 weeks old.
Oh,
So
wow.
you can start to train them from the moment they're born. They're always learning new things.
Okay.
The different sounds they're hearing and the smells they smell and the tastes that they taste. They're always learning. So you can train them from when they're really, really tiny.
So was there ever a time when you thought the puppies wouldn't make it?
Absolutely. In the first couple of weeks when they were drinking milk, because they were guzzling it and they didn't quite know what they were doing, they'd often get milk go down into their lungs, and it sounded terrible, and we were really scared that they might get sick if we didn't get the milk out. So what we'd have to do was burp them like an ordinary baby. As soon as we'd give them their milk, you had to put them up on your shoulder and pat their back until they burped,
Yeah.
and just have a listen and make sure that any milk that they'd gone down into their lungs had cleared out. Sometimes they coughed, but we had to be really, really careful.
So when did you find out that you were able to keep Bundee?
We wanted to keep her probably 2 or 3 weeks after we started looking after her.
Yeah.
But we obviously had to leave her with the litter mates until they were 8 weeks.
Okay.
So I continued to look after them during the day until they were 8 weeks, and then after that the other 2 went off to their homes and we kept Bundee full time.
Fantastic.
Carolyn, as part of our Giving Back program, we like to give you this bag of Puppy Health Lamb Meal and Oatmeal recipe from Holistic Select to help her with her heart and brain function.
Thanks so much, Olivia, and thanks for letting me tell Bundee's story. I really appreciate it.
That's okay. So for your chance to win a year's supply of Holistic Select pet food, go to allaboutAnimals.tv and enter the competition.